What's up, everybody? So I'm back from the zoo and I'm back at home. So today I'm going to make a video on my new discus fish, a quick update on them. They're doing fantastic. So let's just get right into it. So here they are. Uno, and not sure where number 2 is. Oh, right here. Sorry, I couldn't see in the camera. Both of them are doing very well. They're not really scared at all anymore. Doing fantastic. And eating very well. I feed them flakes, freeze-dried bloodworms, and brine shrimp, frozen brine shrimp. That gets thawed out. They eat it all like pigs, and they're just doing very well. I'm really enjoying them. It's an expensive addiction for sure to keep discus, but when they fully grow up and everything, they are just going to be gorgeous fish. I mean, you can start to see the color on that turquoise, and then the blue on the blue cobalt, I believe is what it is already there. It's only going to intensify, as they develop. And I'm sorry for the telephone. Whatever. Yeah, and then the cardinals and the green neons are doing very well in here. I know some people say they don't, maybe try and keep them separated, but, they all eat, act, and school well together, so I'm not really worried about it. And I kind of like how they kind of clash together, so I'm enjoying that. And then this big Anubias, which is just ginormous. Like, you can't even see the full size of this thing. It's just huge. It's doing fantastic. And then, of course, all my other tanks are doing great. Fantastic. But today I just want to focus on this tank. And, I'm just really excited about this tank. I'm going to turn the lights down a little bit to actually show you guys what's going on, because I've got the glare. But, I was at my dad's actually on vacation. We went to a few other places, but I got back here and, I just saw this tank and I was like, boom, like the Hygrophila had grown in, the Nubius is just like out in your face, and then these two beauties, of course everybody else, there's the angels and there's the cardinals and stuff, and there's of course those sweet plecos I got in here. But the discus were just out in my face, and I was like, wow, like, they're doing great, they're eating well, like, it's perfect, exactly what I wanted. And then, of course, all the other tanks are doing well. A couple of things, though, about the cardinals and neons. There's a few that I got that just came in bad. So, I usually just call those, sadly. There's a few that just aren't right for some reason. But you can't really do much about it, so you just euthanize them. Can't pronounce that word right. Just because they're suffering, or I don't know if they're for sure suffering, but it's just the best thing to do in my opinion. But you always get a few that just aren't doing too hot. That usually because they're kind of like deformed and stuff or whatever. Because especially with those green neons, they've been bred so much. That it's just the best thing to do for the fish. But these discus are just doing amazing, and all the other fish, of course, you can just tell they're doing great. Actually, if I give them a little pinch of food here, hold on, I'm just gonna have to bear with me. Hold on, just wait, let me just put this like that. Open up this lid here. Here's the flake I use. I'm just going to give them the flake right now. I also use New Life Spectrum flake too, but this will do the trick. Just give them their food. Let me show you all what's going on. Doing great. Loving it. Discus just going after it. All the schooling fish are just schooling right to the top. They're just going crazy. See, this turquoise is eating up the food. He's not as yeah, he's eating it up real nice. He doesn't really go up. He kind of lets it go to him. But this blue guy is going after it. But it's funny their personality, because the blue guy gets dominated by the turquoise, but the turquoise lets the food to come to him. So it's funny how, like, you think he'd be like dominant and want to come out and get the food, but no, he just kind of lets it come to him, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, they're both doing very well. All of the fish are doing well, and I actually usually feed them a little bit more than this, just because there's a lot of fish in the tank, and I like to crumble it up too for the little cardinals and stuff, so that they can actually like peck at it. And then I'm just gonna show you. I got this new pair of breeding angelfish that breed every week or so, and they are doing fantastic. Where's the female? She's right. Oh, it's hard to see in the glare and stuff, but she's right there. They're doing fantastic, and I actually have a spawn going. Just quickly, I'll show you before I end this video. But you can see the green water in there, the fungus medicine for the eggs. I can't really show you guys without my good camera. This is just my iPod. But you can't really see them anyways because they're wiggling and they're kind of all over the place. So once they become free swimming, or probably a little bit beforehand, I'm gonna take about 50% of the water out, and then once they're hatched out, I am going to start feeding them up. And the reason I can, most people, if they have like a hang-on back filter, they wouldn't be able to take 50% out. But you don't really want that with babies. So it's like you get two birds with one stone on this, because you can lower the water level, because you can move the sponge filter down. You can't really see that, but there's a sponge filter in there in between the two slates. And then the babies don't get sucked up; they just get sucked onto the sponge, and that they're fine with that, as long as they don't get sucked up through an impeller and get crushed up and stuff. You don't want that. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit from that. All the tanks are doing well over here. I got a sweet shrimp. Probably got 50 shrimp in there. Gonna sell them off soon. But yeah, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Later.